Backdrop here, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Today we're going to have the one and the only Josh D-Day Dyer, new and improved BKFC bare knuckle fighting championship fighter and superhero as well. So here he is, the new and improved Josh D-Day Dyer. Coming up.
Remind me to get coffee and, although I kept.
Hey Robert, how's it going?
Man, looks like the man with the master plan. BKFC.
Yeah, we got a plan, all right.
Championship and new and improved also superhero Josh D-Day Dyer, the man. We got it all. The man got the. He looks like he's
Hell yeah, dude. We're getting ready. We're only a couple weeks out. Looking forward to it.
What are you looking forward to? What's going on here? Here you're giving a go away party. That's what. You giving a party or something?
Yeah. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is that after I win this one, I should be good for a title shot right afterwards.
That's good, man. You keep pressing and moving forward, man. I see that. And you fight anybody they put in front of you, you're always improving, man. So you are fighting. Who are we fighting? I know who it is, but tell everyone who it is. Who may know or may not know.
So, we're fighting Joe Diesel Riggs, UFC veteran, freaking King of the Cage veteran. Dude's been all over the place, fought everywhere. He's a legend. Everybody who's watched UFC for a while, they've all seen it. He beat Nick Diaz back in the day. He's a stud, but he doesn't have what it takes to beat me. So just looking forward to September 10th.
I hear you, man. So how are you looking at this fight? How do you what's your overall take on this fight? What do you see him bringing to the table, and what are you gonna clean? How do you see the fight going?
Gotcha. Well, I see him bringing some good footwork to the table. He's got a strong chin, and he's very crisp with his movement. But I foresee it being over in, I'd like to say it'll be over before the first round is over. If he makes it out of round one, he will be finished in round two for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I look forward to seeing that one too, because he is a legend of the sport, legend of combat sports, as it were. But you are one of the upcoming young studs, man. You are one of the guys that's there, not to be played with. You know what I mean? You're gonna put in front of somebody like yourself. You got to be prepared for everything, and I see you winning this one as well. I do see you winning this one. Probably very likely by stoppage. And not to discredit or take anything away from him at all. I just think that it's your time. You know what I mean? That's what I think. It's my opinion.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, no, that's a great opinion. I don't like things going to decision. I've never, ever liked fights going to the decision. I've only had maybe two ever go to decision as a professional. So I don't like that at all. So if I go out there, I'm there for a finish, and that's what the crowd wants to see. That's why I like bare knuckle. MMA was good, but bare knuckle is it's so much more my style. I can go out there, I can give 110%. The short rounds are nice because then I don't gotta, save any energy. I can just give every ounce of energy every single second of every single fight, and I can recover for 60 seconds. Fight for 2 minutes, recover for 60. I can do that all day. So this is perfect for me. Yeah.
That is the beauty of it. One thing I tell you about that sport is it's certainly not for the faint-hearted, and there are people who are owning that. There are people who are just they're finding their niche in there, like what it takes to be really successful. Do you think with the last fight and other things going on in your experience that it's getting better? You're improving, evolving, as it were.
Yeah. So this sport, with a circular ring, you've got different angles. Boxing rings, you've got corners to get stuck in. octagons, you got 8 corners, but the angles are different. So you got to develop a new style for this sport to utilize the 360 degrees of angles that you have at all times. So my style works very well for this ring because I built it for this ring. So I'm really excited. A lot of people, they want to come with a boxing background and box people the way you box in a square ring and with big gloves on, and it's not like that. You can't come out here and expect to start slow and drag it out and be able to win rounds out here. These shorter rounds they're gonna
Force you
appeal
to fight.
to bigger, stronger fighters.
Yeah, that's going to force you to get those bursts. It's going to force you to, with skill, but the fact that the skill is always there, but when your hands are not wrapped, your knuckle,
Right.
your knuckle, it creates a different thing. And I've seen people, if they have brittle hands and they get in that sport, they're going to be in trouble. Especially if your shots are not straight and you're hitting all over here, whatever. You break those hands.
You gotta develop some accuracy in this sport. You can't get away with just being a slugger anymore. I broke my hand for my first 3 fights whenever I went bare knuckle. So I had to learn real quick that you got to be hella accurate. You got to hit with the just this one right there, whatever that is, the buster knuckle, that one. That's the one you got to. You hit it, anything else, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you don't want to mess around with. I've seen it happen with, and I was talking to a friend of mine. Same thing happened. He was like, "Dude, I broke my hand." He's like, "I couldn't do anything." I was like, he was like that. He's like, "I was a one-handed fighter." I was like, but he still did well, but it's just the approach has to be different. I'm not saying that you can't have broken hands or anything like that in another combat sport, but bare knuckle, it takes a certain precision. It's not like people think, bare knuckle, I'll fight in the street bare knuckle. Yeah, but you're fighting with guys like us, that guys that are trained, guys that know how to strike, guys that are trained fighters, professional fighters, MMA fighters. They have a Brazilian jiu-jitsu background, wrestling background, strength training, all this other stuff. They're not guys from the local Walmart that's just getting on for overtime or double time who've never fought a day in their life. So now, all credit to them and the Walmart stuff. But I'm just saying, it's like say picking, brother. You're going out there, and I see you, man. You're getting better. I saw your last fight as well. You did really well. But when it was time for him to go, you signature. Right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, you have a mind that's it's like a sponge. You're always willing to learn. You're not giving up, and you're not wallowing. I wonder if this and that. You just keep moving forward and doing your thing, and the success can be seen.
Yeah, you're right. The biggest thing you can do is absorb as much information as possible, and then bring the. I'm not great at like problem solving sometimes, so I bring in problem solvers. I'm great at watching video, and I'll say, hey, this is the video. These are my skills. I can absorb this information. What's the solution to this? And I'll break it down that they give me the solution. I absorb that back into me, and then that's how we build our game plan, and then we go after like that. So I surround myself with people smarter than me, so that way we can go in there and handle business. I got a few skills I'm good at, but you can't be good at everything. And if you do, if I was good at everything, I wouldn't be fighting. That's for sure. I would be doing something else.
Yeah, well, it depends, but you're definitely a student of the game, and you have to be, especially with a sport that bare knuckle is not new, but as it is now, it is new, and with because of different types of training, and it's not like regular boxing. You're not gonna stand there and regular fisticuff somebody because the person is getting underhooks and doing all kinds of other things, throwing you around, moving your shoulders, catching you by the neck, and you don't know what you're doing. In boxing, that's illegal. In this sport, it's like I've seen guys come from boxing and then point to the guy saying to the ref, like, yo, he's like, it's all good, man. You know what you signed up for, brother. That's like MMA. You know, you're worrying about a guy taking you down or choking you out or taking one of your limbs home with him. That's pretty much part of the deal. You know what I mean? It's smaller gloves, make it a different fight. No gloves, make it a completely different fight. Boxing has those huge gloves. You can block and do a lot of things. You have your hands, so that you have masterful getting better. You get your better defense, your offense, you're smarter, you're showing the evolution. Makes you dangerous. You're thinking.
Yeah, you got to stay ahead of the game. It's a thinking man's game. It's always a thinking man's game.
Any combat sport, if you're not, it's the thinking man that wins. Not the overthinker, the thinking man. Because like you said, you have people who in that particular way may see things you don't see. And they can give you that, but you can set it out and you can do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt. You know what I mean? But your experience, you've taken, your wins, you've taken losses, you've taken stuff but you've made it work for you and learned from it. Kind of like Teofimo Lopez.
Exactly. A lot like Teofimo Lopez. I resemble that guy a lot. He watches a lot of YouTube as well. And he's self-taught. It's how I am. I watch YouTube and I absorb that information and then I practice it and learn it. The best coaches in the world are on YouTube right now and they're completely for free. You know, people feel like you got to pay some money to get some value, but you don't need that. Just do it yourself. You don't need somebody to babysit you and walk you to be a champion.
I have a few friends that have stuff on there and it's real high quality stuff. I'm like, shit. You know how much this guy just over there just paid for this? But it's crazy because it's effective. But when you have a background and you understand what you're talking about, like the average Joe, if they have no idea what the fuck's going on, I would caution them. Please, let's go in there on some crazy shit. It's not going to work for you like it'll work for Josh. They died because he has a background and he's fought. He's been training for a long time and different. And plus, you can take it, give it. You will take it to give it. You know what I mean? You know, that's something you can't teach somebody that. I can't teach somebody have a heart, have a chin, be able to take it. When you get hit, know that the game plan is if I have to do this to get close to land mine, I may be getting cut, I may be whatever, I'm gonna land it. Or maybe not.
Exactly.
The one that usually controls the distance, usually controls the fight, but everything is through the mind. And I see that you're a person you have such a great attitude. You're always good to like. You're not one of those people that's like a weenie whiny type of baby cry baby all day like Jesus Christ. You're not like
right.
that. You have an open mind and you absorb. And you know I always give it to you. Bro, you give it to me. We talk. I consider you my friend. You're good. You've always been the same. I'm like, wow, that kid's got a great fucking attitude, man. Wish some of these kids. But it's not only. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes people ask me certain things, and I tell you, man. I tell them sometimes if you go to one of the events or something, you see one of the pro guys who's in there, is cool as fuck, and you can ask them and give you some pointers. You gotta be in it to win it. You can't be messing around and stuff. You're doing so well right now that you made the last fight look easy.
Yeah, that was my goal.
You made it look easy. Like because they were saying, the other guy, if he does this, he's dangerous, whatever, he gets his son. Then I was like, wow, I blew right through him like nothing. But it's not as easy as it looks. You It's not as easy as it looks. I know that. You know what I mean? Because the other guy trained too. It's not some guy off the street. I tell you guys, these are guys who are fighters, man. So it's a huge difference. If it's that experience that comes in, you know, that energy that you have, 2-minute freaking rounds. Fair enough, you don't have to do a 3-minute round, you don't have to do a 5-minute round. So you're gonna put it all out there, you know what I mean? It's a short fight, but you better make it last. You can't coast around, you can't BS, you know what I mean? And there's a few faves that I have, man. You're one of them, I'm one of them, Reggie's one of them. I like Baboon, I like Elvin. There's several guys that I like that I'm they're cool and close with. And sometimes some of them don't even talk to each other. They might fight or whatever, and I'm like, you do know they're fighters, right? They don't hate each other. They just be sometimes, you know, competitors, male ego, testosterone. Hey, look, man, if you got boys, you got kids, you know, when you see that shit, it is what it is, man, and boys especially. Although I see some girls in there that really kick ass, brother.
Some of those girls are way better fighters than guys. I was like, man, if some of these dudes could fight the way these girls could fight, they'd be pretty damn unstoppable.
More technical, and like you have Killer B, she's cool. That Killer B chick, she can fight. Tate, she can fight. Christine Ferreira's a freaking beast.
That girl's super Saiyan, bro.
Huh?
That girl can tear up some dudes for sure.
Oh, I already know that. Not just girls in their civvy clothes, or even some. Matter of fact, there's a UFC fighter. You see my civvy clothes? Regular dude, whatever. My man. Him and those chicks, as delicate as one they look, will choke you out in a matter of seconds, brother. You won't even know what's going on. Or they'll put the beats on you. But they don't do that. They don't do that in the street. Because fine. They're competitors. You're competitors. You know. You get there's a different thing, and they do it. But I tell you, man, in the BKFC, I've seen some excellent fights. I've seen, I saw also with oh my God, his wife is good. She's good. It's like every time I fight.
Nope, the weight started picking up a little bit. It got a little shaky.
Yeah, it gets a little funny, man. Over in this section. But I look forward to it. So tell everybody exactly when you're going to be fighting, what time, and how they can get tickets.
Gotcha. Okay, well, we'll be fighting in Great Falls, Montana. That'll be the hometown of Joe Diesel Riggs. That'll be September 10th. We'll be starting around 7 o'clock. You can check it out on the BKTV app. You'll be able to see it there. The tickets, I know, are pretty much sold out already. They already sold all the tables, and some of my people can't even really come. But I think they still got some general admission over there. Probably just got to call the event center over there. But yeah, other than that, it's just going to be a good time, man. It's going to be a quick fight. It's not going to be what people think. It's not going to be a 5-round fight. It's going to be over before the third, most likely in the first.
I see Reggie out here. I see my friend. He's here. He's a lot of people.
Is he easy over here? That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, easy. My friend Antonio Southern. Yes, good to see you. Him too, brother. Follow Josh C. They Die. He's a fucking superhero, brother. The dude is rocks.
Try it, man.
Yeah, he goes out there. Somebody's gonna go.
Man.
Yeah, man. He's
all the help.
Yeah, man. Of course, all these guys. A lot of people, man. You're very popular. And I remember I put the thing with the Captain America symbol. I was like, man, he fits the bill for real more than me, man. This fucking dude.
Oh shit. I was thinking about like Captain Mexico or something, you know. Just figured let me get some green and red and white.
Yeah, that's cool shit. I get the Captain Boricua Italiano, the Puerto Rican Italian with French blood. And, either way, man, we look forward to it. I'm gonna watch it, man, and pretty soon we'll meet. I'll be covering some fights live, brother. I'll be there.
You know okay, I mean? It's gonna be a good time. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it, my friend. That's my That's my buddy, man. Take care, and I appreciate your time as well, my brother.
Hey, Robert, you're the man, brother. Thanks for having me on your show. Have a good rest of your day. Look forward to the next one.
All right, my brother.
All right. Take it easy.
All right.